Welcome to This Magical Life, where we explore Druidry, mindfulness, and the magic of living.
Hello, this is Penny Billington, and it's lovely to be back. It feels like a long time since I was in Philip's chair, trying to contain myself to this short 20 minutes worth of inspiration and refreshment that we can share together. You can see lots of headlines in the paper that say, oh, same old, and, how difficult people are finding it. So just let me know. Sign in, please. Let me know how you're finding this January, because all the excitement of Christmas has gone. Imbolc is not quite here. Um, in Somerset and the southwest, we've had huge storms. We've had a lot of rain. Then we've had extreme cold. It's been quite a time we've been going through. Somehow, life still feels speedy all year round these days. Let's try and get a little antidote to that feeling and try and imbue ourselves with a bit more peace and a bit more space. But as I say, sometimes it can feel that we're trying to keep our engagement with the world, trying to keep our energy levels up, we can feel that we're pulling ourselves up by our own bootstraps. Well, this is never really the case. It's just a question of how we can focus. Now, once upon a time, I said to my daughter, how can I possibly, why is there never time for these millions of thoughts in my brain? And she very smartly replied, I think the answer is in the question, Mother. None of that tonight. I'm not going to talk about a million different things. I've got one idea, one focus, because we cannot promote our peace and our sense of space and our sense of engagement by thinking more and more and more and being more and more speedy. So let's find a focus tonight and a handle for activating the New Year feeling that we want, that we can deeply relax into the year and take what we need from it, give what it needs back. I'm a great believer in going to poetry or being inspired by poetry. So there's something about the rhythm of it. There's something about repetition that's sort of incantatory and stirs something in my soul. And once upon a time, I read a poem, and the only line I can remember, and it was repeated, was this: my assignment is you. And it's something about making a contract before I was born, and somehow I had been told my assignment is you. And I found that really moving. Immediately, I thought of human to human connection, because in a way it sounds like, finding a lover, the one person, the true romantic ideal, the one person. Imagine if you were born and one person was your assignment. That would be quite scary, actually. But then I read Mary Oliver, who said, when I die, let me say I was the bride to life. I wedded life and I loved it. And I thought, as a druid, when I thought over this line again, my assignment is you, I thought, well, as a druid, I make story and I make relationship with the world, with nature. And through that, I see spirit in all things. So instead of thinking of lover-like feelings, let's think of a feeling of connection just as profound. Let's think of our connection to the earth and imagine that you make this contract before you're born and you come onto this earth saying to the world, saying to nature, because we're part of nature, of course, it's not separate from us, saying to the rest of nature, my assignment is you. Now, if you do this, I can almost guarantee if you go out on your morning walk thinking, my assignment is you, then you will notice something fresh and new and entrancing. I went out today, I just noticed the shape of a tree. I walk past it almost every day of my life. I'd never noticed the perfection of its shape before. It obviously had exactly the right space in which to grow, and it was just beautiful. So we can gain a lot by thinking of making stories and relationships with the world by using this focus point. My assignment is you, the rest of the world. But let's get back to a dull January, one that's too snowy, too windy, too wet, too cold, too icy. Sometimes it's difficult enough just going out for a walk, persuading ourselves that we need to. And that's why people with horses and dogs and so on have their immediate connection to the land through that animal, because come hell or high water, they have to go out and look after it. For those of us who don't, it might be seem a little off-putting even to go out. So I thought only the other day, well, if my assignment is you, natural world, and I'm trying to make a relationship, doesn't that relationship go the other way round as well? If my assignment is you, guess what? Your assignment is me. And I went out and I said to the whole sentient world around me, hello, I'm Penny. Your assignment is me. And I imagined the sun people, the cloud people, the rain people, the tree people, the grass people, everyone, all the persons who are other than human, supporting me, just me. At the same time, of course, that they support just you and just you and just you and just all of us. What a wonderful feeling that would be. I remember being, when you're a child, you think about things. You think, oh, if I dig a hole, when you're playing with the universe, first of all, what's eternity? What's the far reaches of the stars? Put a box around them. Then there are more stars. Put another box around them. Then this is the sort of stuff you think when you're a child. But you also often, children think, if I dig a deep enough hole, I could get through to Australia. Well, of course, as adults, we know that we can't, because there's that thing called gravity, there's that thing called the centre of the earth, there are logistical problems as well. But what there is the profound support that we get because the earth's assignment is us, and its job is to support us, to keep us anchored with gravity and to grow all the things we need and to give us green stuff for our rest and refreshment and minerals and all the things we need to look after us. So when we start making stories, I think a bit of entitlement is in order, providing we understand that entitlement to feel that the world has us as its assignment only works because we have started the process off by taking responsibility for making the world our assignment. Okay, I'm getting mixed up with all the thing here, but you get my point. It's just like having a relationship with another person. You can't make demands on a total stranger. You can make huge demands on your loved ones. If you've made relationship, you can ask. But it's not so much a question of asking for things all the time. We don't want things all the time. What it is a sense, a profound sense, that we are supported, that we are loved, that we are nurtured, that we have a right to be here in this world, and that And then, of course, we can go on to our responsibilities that make us worthy people to be in the world. So that's my thought today. And I thought it's something that we could take into a grove, into an inner meditation, and just spend 5 minutes thinking about. So let's just see. We've got right. So much more on the weather. Whatever the weather is doing outside for you now, I invite you, if you wish, to take 3 breaths with me, and we will go to a place of inner peace, a grove of trees of your choosing, your sacred inner space. If you haven't ever made one before, it's as easy as closing your eyes and imagining. The imaginal world is where our emotions get activated, where magic begins to happen that can cause changes in everyday life. So let's take a breath together. First of all, with the earth beneath us, whether it is soggy or frozen and icy and snowy, let's take a breath with our own earth and feel its strength supporting us. And let's take a breath with the sky above us. Whether it's cloudy, whether it's full of stars, whether the sun's shining in your part of the world, take a breath and feel sweet air filling your lungs. And then let us take a breath with the waters all around us. The sweet waters that nourish our lands and the salt waters that join all our continents and make us as one. And on that 3rd breath, if you wish, allow your eyelids just gently to droop and allow yourself to feel that you are safe and that you can go into an inner space that will be nurturing and supportive to you. And as you feel that, you don't have to see anything. This is about feeling. Feel you are in a wooded place, a circular grove, and that there is a beautiful evening sunset to the west of your grove, and a rising moon in the easterly quarter. And it's as if the world is hanging between the two. It's not night, it's not day, it's a magical liminal space. It's a magical liminal place. A place where you feel welcome, where you feel you have a right to be. And if you wish, you can put your hand on your heart and open your arms to your inner space and just gently say or feel, my assignment is you. This is the place where, if you wish, you may make story and relationship, and stand or sit by a tree, or put your hands on the earth, or stretch them up to the sky. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, as you slowly look round your grove and feel your assignment is this space, and your job tonight is gently and relaxedly to notice it in all its beauty, to hear it with all its myriad sounds, the wind, the shaking of rain from a bough, the crunch of icy leaves, the chitter of a squirrel, the homecoming calling of the rooks and the other birds. This is your assignment, to smell your grove, the ice in your nostrils, or the deep, composty, clean smell of the leaves rotting. The smell of the trunk of a tree as you hug it. Nothing to do but appreciate it. And as you do, a feeling of profound peace and space opens inside you. And that gift of peace and relaxation and space is our gift from our grove to us. It's a way of our grove saying back, my assignment is you. And this is my gift. Imagine the trees. Their ambience gently informing you in your imaginal world. With their longevity, with their service, with their peace, with their non-judgment, non-agenda, with their simply being. And maybe if their assignment is you, and you ask the simple question, well, what can I learn from you tonight? What would they say to you? Maybe be at peace in the dark for 5 minutes each day. Maybe smell, see, taste, feel, listen every day of your life. Maybe you are enough. This is enough. Remember, you're not a human doing, you are a human being. Just be for 5 minutes. And you are still in the grove, in a perfectly relaxed state. And you take 3 breaths to breathe in this message, this beauty, this peace. And as you open your eyes in the grove or look up at the sky if they were open before, you see that the sunset has nearly winked out in the furthest horizon. And the dark sky is studded with stars, but they're shining through the trees, through the twigs, through the boughs, like a million tiny candles. stars. And although the moon is just waxing and isn't full yet, it's strong enough for its light to pour down on the grove so that you can see as much as you need to see. Your day grove has become your night grove. You can go there any time of day or night. It will always be waiting for you because you are its assignment. And the opposite applies. As we can all say to our grove, my assignment is you. Come on, let's make a story together. Let's make our life peaceful and secure and wonderful, to go out refreshed into the world to do our best. And as you feel that, you feel the energy of the grove beginning to fade, the feelings or the sights or the smells all beginning to dissipate now, just beginning. As you feel more attached to your body, more aware of it. The imaginal world is receding, but you're bringing all its blessings back with you. And as you send a last call of gratitude to your internal space, you find yourself seated in front of your computer with the need to breathe deeply and the need to stretch and the need to move around and rejoin this wonderful, glorious, miraculous world that we're all privileged to live in. So open your eyes now. Wherever you are, keep your internal grove, keep your covenant with it, and keep your wonder in the natural world, because that's what keeps us sane and grounded and safe and in our right place. Okay, thank you very much. Good night.
That's all for this episode of This Magical Life. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and share with friends.